Hey guys, how's it going? So the first thing I want to say, number one, calm down. Like, what the fuck? I'm getting all these like hateful comments about debunking that video from MKP Studios. Um, Seriously, it's the fucking internet. Of course, somebody's gonna debunk somebody else. That's just the way it is nowadays. Stop being a baby. Stop trying to say hurtful shit and whatnot. Like, calm the fuck down. It's just what the internet does. If you put something on the internet, expect it to be debunked. That's just the way it goes. I'm not saying all their garbage or all their fucking videos are garbage or trash or whatever. No, I'm just saying this one video that they made, not real. That's all. Like, I'm not saying their entire channel is fucking trash. No, because some of their videos are actually pretty good. Like, they do some pretty crazy stuff. And yeah, like, I'm not saying everything they do is trash. I'm saying that one video they made where they called those 360 numbers, it's not true. So, got that out of the way. Yeah, so stop being little babies about stuff. So, anyways, myself, I tried doing some research on this whole connection between Boothworld and the 801 number. Okay. And so the only thing that I found relatively interesting is this story here. It's literally, this website's called The Ghost in My Machine, which is the number. There's a fucking phone for a good time call. This number, the number that Boothworld said was related to them somehow. So yeah, it just tells you, this whole first part just tells you about what it does, blah blah blah. So you go down. Not much is known about this number. What would happen if I said the phrase Boothworld Industries to you? Would everything suddenly click into place for you? Would you nod knowingly immediately? Good, because that's exactly about the avenue we're about to explore. Created by horror writer Christopher Bloodworth. That is the guy who wrote the story for Boothworld. First arrived on the scene 2013. Right there was a story on the subreddit of No Sleep, with a titled just the number for Boothworld that was given, for Boothworld. Drives home its horror by taking something familiar, a customer service calls something called remodeling, seemingly innocuous wish for you to have a marvelous day. And making a strange, the best part, you can actually call the number and get an in-universe response. Here's the answer message you get if you stay on the line. So that's just a SoundCloud of the answering machine. Like, if a person doesn't actually pick up, like that lady that picked up when I wasn't expecting. I just wanted to get that number. But so, how does it all connect to the 801 number that's the subject of our analysis today? The short answer is that it's all part and parcel of the same story. In a recent video about the number, the YouTube channel Scare Theater traced the 801's number's earliest known appearance back to March of 2016, pointing to the YouTuber Brittany Crab's experiences with the original Boothworld number, or better known as Britty44. Crab focuses her channel on real-life paranormal stories and phenomena. Her videos venture into blah blah blah, and it was only a matter of time before she dialed Boothworld. And as you can see from her video, when she did so, she encountered the same answer phone message the rest of us have when we called the number back. But then, 11 days later, on March 22nd, she posted a follow-up video with a somehow shocking twist. Boothworld called her back. On March 16th, she realized she had a missed call from the 630 number. Shortly after that, she received a text from it containing what looked like another phone number. this number. See, I didn't get a text though. They called me, they left me a message, so I called them back, and it said we were experiencing high call volumes, and it said to call this number. Like, they didn't text me, and it's weird that some people get texts, but a lot of stories have been swirling about what happens when you call the number. Some folks have said that they heard someone saying their name, which is bullshit because it's a pre-recorded message that all of us hear when we call the 801 number. It all sounds exactly the same, with a dude saying a sequence of numbers, and then people say it sounds like a chainsaw, but to me it sounds like an air siren of some sort. See, other end is a recording. So yeah, so it's not going to say your name if you call that number, with the same message playing each and every time you call. But as for whether or not the call allows us to hear a remodeling session, personally, I don't think that's what's happening. The Boothworld story makes it pretty clear what a courtesy call sounds like, and this isn't it. I suppose it's not out of the question, though. Let's see, that chainsaw-esque sound, which I don't really think is a chainsaw, but maybe that's just me, is certainly concerning. No, it's not just you. I myself feel like it's more of a siren-y sound, like a air horn of some sort, like an air raid siren. For what it's worth, Boothworld Industries returning phone calls seems to be a somewhat rare occurrence, but it does happen. Bloodworth did state in an interview with the website Bubblebeam magazine in 2014 that Bloodworth stated, he does call people back occasionally, he noted. The reactions are usually fun. Alas, I haven't experienced this phenomenon when I called the 630 number back in 2013. All I got was the answering machine recording. Same was true when I dialed again. While writing this piece 4 years later, several other YouTubers besides Crab do claim to have received a call back from Boothworld, which I did receive a call back from Boothworld too. And of course, it's always possible the reason this person didn't receive one the first time around was because they didn't leave a message asking for one. See, I think that's what happened the first time I called. I didn't hear anything back until I tried it at a different time, and then I actually, on that video, because I called the number before that video that I made, and it wasn't until that video I made that I actually asked, I'd like to schedule a remodeling, blah, blah, blah. So that they didn't recall when you didn't leave a message. So in Crab's original video, similarly to some of the videos belonging to several other YouTubers who say they've gotten calls from the 630 number, feature her leaving a message after the beep stating that she wanted to make an appointment and requesting whoever was on the other end to call her back. So perhaps that's a requirement for a callback, I guess that does make sense because they didn't call me back the first time, and so, but the point that I want to point out here is that Bloodworth did state in an interview with this magazine that he does call people back occasionally. He, not this Boothworld Industries. No, he calls them back. So obviously, he is the one that's in charge of this whole thing. It's not a real company, guys. It's just not. Like, do a little digging. The last time I called a number, I gave a short after the answering machine, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to make an appointment, and they still haven't called this person back, but still. So, what's curious, though, is that Crab seems to be one of the very few people, or possibly the only person to have received a text message from Boothworld Industries with another phone number to call and cite it. Yes, I do think that that's a little strange. I mean, I guess I could always try. I could try and text him again, see if I get anything back. But since he texted her that number, see, there is some kind of weird connection. It said is two in the same story, It's somehow linked to this story. Yeah, because when I called them back and it said, please call this 801 number because they were experiencing high call volumes and blah, blah, blah. So they texted her. They said the same thing. That's a picture of the text message, I guess. The fact that the 801 number seems to originate with Crab's video. I don't mean to suggest that Crab is making it up. She swears up and down that she actually received this text. Yeah, they all do. And generally, I like to take people at their word unless there's a good solid reason to doubt them. But I'm curious about whether other people have also been texted this phone number and just haven't broadcast the fact that they have, or whether Crab is really the only person to have received it. Well, I haven't received a text message. Like I said, I just was told to call that number when I called them, and of course, see, and then, so this is the sequence of numbers that 801 number says to you at the beginning is 1, 1, 3, 1, 7, 1, 1, 3, 1, 7. So what does it mean? As Scare Theater points out, we don't know what the number is. It's not a phone number. It can be interpreted as a set of global coordinates, which one Spanish language YouTuber determined to be a series of 3 large buildings in Brooklyn, New York, which is not in Chicago, so that's a little weird. I don't know where this person is from, Crab or whatever. But the trail went cold there, so it could just be a coincidence. This person ran it through an Epoch Unix timestamp converter, which 1131711317 refers to Friday, November 11th, 2015 at 12:15:17 p.m. General something time, GMT. For what it's worth, is that Mountain Time, maybe? For what it's worth, Peter Drucker, who basically invented the management style used in most business corporations today, died on November 11, 2005. A management style which Boothworld Industries might be said to take and apply to an extreme situation. However, it is also likely that this tidbit, like the idea of the number being a set of coordinates, is simply a coincidence. As such, I'd take it with a pretty large grain of salt. In any event, there's clearly still a mystery to unravel here. These phone numbers might even just be scratching the surface. If Bloodworth's Boothworld Industries initiation kit is anything to go by, there's always more to find if you just dig deep enough. Just try not to get yourself remodeled in the process. So, still not any solid nothing, but at least other people have gotten that there's a connection between these two things, you know. But yeah, I'm going to point out again here that not a real company, and Bloodworth stated in an interview that he does call people back occasionally. Bloodworth, the guy who wrote the fucking story. So it's not real, guys. This shit is not real. Just stop it. Get this shit off YouTube. It's time to find something more interesting to talk about. It's been going on for too long. Other than that, I was unable to find anything else. As for the shadow on my shoulder, I can't tell you what it is. There's nothing that I could find that it could possibly be. I mean, the light's right there, but there's nothing in front of the light. I mean, if I move my hand, yeah, but I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna chalk it up to, I don't know, just the camera being weird. But you let me know what you guys think. And also, I would just like to reiterate the fact that I'm not saying that MKP, his entire channel, is full of shit. No, a lot of the stuff that he does is actually pretty fucking cool. You know, like, he's ballsy enough to go out in the middle of this fucking cursed forest in the middle of the night, alright? That takes some fucking guts. I mean, not even if it's not like paranormal shit out there. I mean, in the forest, you still got things like fucking coyotes, and especially out here where we live, on the west coast, northwest, fucking, you got coyotes, you got fucking cougars, you've got all kinds of shit, bears that roam these fucking forests. So it's pretty ballsy to go out there at night when all these nocturnal animals are up and about, you know. So this dude's fucking brave as shit. I will give him that. But that one video, that's all I'm saying. That one video is bullshit. That's what I'm saying. you know? Fuck off about it. You don't have to be an asshole. I'm not debunking their entire fucking channel. Like, calm down. Some of y'all have gotten pretty fucking nasty. Like, lick sack, dude. I don't give a fuck. This is the internet. This is what people on the internet do. Like, if you post something on the internet, you're gonna get a response to it. Especially something paranormal. There's always gonna be people out there that try to debunk shit, you know? That's just the way it is. It's the society we live in. It's how we do things, you know? We gotta pick apart every little thing that everybody else does. I myself am a believer in the paranormal. So, I don't say this guy is 100% bullshit. Like the stuff in his shop and whatnot, the weird stuff, I guess. Like that kind of stuff I do understand, especially because lately, you know, I've been doing a little more research into the paranormal stuff because I kind of stopped looking into it a while ago, and recently that I've been actually looking it up, I've been hearing weird things and seeing things out of the corner of my eye and physically going outside and checking if something's out there because I hear like something like doors closing and shit, and like my cell phone flashlight on the flashlight was like, I don't even know how to explain it, flickering, which doesn't usually happen on a cell phone, you know, full battery and whatnot, especially. Um, so yeah, so I'm not saying their entire thing is bullshit. I'm just saying that video they made with the 3-6 numbers they were calling is bullshit. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, calm down, take a chill pill. This is the internet. Remember that. Don't get so butthurt about shit, you little babies. Sorry, I love y'all. But yeah, seriously, if you don't want to get upset over something, just stay off the fucking internet. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, so I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Yeah, please subscribe. You know, I got this giveaway thing still going on. We got 6 days left. So, you know, get out there, get people to subscribe. Make sure they comment below or hit me up on my Instagram at xxa2c2xx. Yeah, so please subscribe. Please get all your friends to subscribe. Get everybody to fucking subscribe. I'm going to start doing a bunch of fun stuff on this channel. Tomorrow I'm actually going up to Washington, so I'm not going to be able to go to that abandoned place that I wanted to go to. So hopefully on Tuesday I will get to that. I know I said that last week, but my schedule is pretty hectic and it fluctuates all the time. So I mean, I'm really trying to get to that mill. I want to explore it. It's been abandoned for like 40, 50 years and it's still there. Our town just leaves it. I used to skate there when I was younger, you know, and it always gave me a slightly creepy vibe, but I never really thought anything of it until I started looking into all this paranormal shit. I mean, we've had some pretty crazy shit going down out here, just in general, like not just paranormally, but like people getting fucked up and murdered. I mean, right down the road from my house, I live in the country, in the middle of nowhere, and there was a skirmish over like $20, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and someone got shot in the neck, whatever. You know, over $20, that's kind of fucking retarded. But so I mean, there's always crazy shit going on out here. We had the Malala Forest killer. Some of the Green River killer stuff based off of him. My mom's best friend from high school, her dad was actually the one that came across all the bodies while he was hunting on Malala Forest Road. So maybe I'll do some kind of interview with him if he, you know, he's getting kind of old. I don't really want to put him out, you know, but that would be kind of cool to hear his part of the story on it. Occasionally he has to go to, you know, go back into court. I think it was like 10 years ago he had to go back into court because the fucker was up for like parole or some shit. And so he went in there and made sure the guy didn't get out of jail. So yeah, anyways, that's it for me today, guys. Please subscribe, comment on that, yesterday's video, the personal experiences one about who got you to subscribe. Make sure you tell them to write who got them to subscribe, if anybody. If not, just write yourself, you know. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please subscribe.